Have you ever noticed how success can fade so quickly, but character, that just sort of lingers?
Today's verse of the day comes from Proverbs chapter 23, verse 24.
And before we even read it, the context here is, well, it's everything. We think of Proverbs as just general advice, right?
And it wasn't just for the public, it was coursework for future leaders.
For young people who would one day have massive responsibility.
Exactly. It's not just be nice, it's a training manual for building a life that can actually withstand pressure. It's about playing the long game.
Okay, so with that in mind, let's hear the verse itself.
It reads, "The father of the righteous will greatly rejoice. He who fathers a wise son will be glad in him."
On the surface, it sounds so simple. A parent is happy when their kid turns out okay.
Hmm.
But breaking down the language,
Mm-hmm.
those words, righteous and wise,
Let's start with righteous. The Hebrew word is sadiq.
and this is where I think we get tripped up. Because in English, righteous sounds a bit like self-righteous.
Or perfect. And that's a total misunderstanding of the Hebrew. Sadiq isn't about having a perfect scorecard, more like relational alignment. It means your life is oriented toward God's ways, toward the good of the community. It's directional.
So it's more about your trajectory than just, checking off a list of rules.
Precisely. And that pairs perfectly with the second key word here, chakam, which is translated as wise.
We think wisdom is about being smart. But Jakam seems so much more grounded.
It is incredibly practical. The root of the word is actually related to craftsmanship. You'd use it to describe a master carpenter or a skilled metalworker.
Oh, well,
So when the text talks about a wise person, it means someone who has skill in living.
that is such a great distinction. Skill in living. I mean, we all know people who are brilliant on paper, but they just leave a trail of chaos in their relationships.
That is the lack of chakam. Wisdom here is the moral craftsmanship to handle life with integrity. It's judgment that's shaped by reverence.
And that explains the emotion in the verse, the greatly rejoice part. It doesn't say the father rejoices because his son became a CEO or conquered a kingdom.
No, and that's the countercultural punch, isn't it? External success, awards, status. Those things are a flash in the pan. They're a dopamine hit.
But they fade.
They fade. This verse is promising a deep, steady gladness that comes from watching someone's character.
It's the ripple effect. If you raise someone with that chakam, that skill in living, they become a stabilizing force for everyone. And that joy lasts a lot longer than a quarterly earnings report.
And that's why this old royal curriculum still matters. We spend so much energy trying to look impressive, but this suggests the real goal is to just be solid.
To have a character that holds up, it really shifts the goalpost from what have you achieved to, well, who are you becoming?
Yes.
So our thought for the day is this. If wisdom is skill in living, where might you need to grow in judgment or integrity?
That's the question. It's not about knowing more, it's about navigating better.